Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, hey, someone. Oh, you gonna be streaming this and everything, yeah?
Yeah, is that alright?
Yeah, that's cool. It's fine by me. People gotta learn. You've got an EU account and everything, haven't you?
An EU account?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one I can use.
Although if it gets a bit noisy, just let me know.
Okay.
It's yeah, got like family around and stuff. And a 6-year-old sister who can really scream when she wants to, so just don't want any of your viewers, getting tetchy because their ears start bleeding.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about them anyway. Alright, I gotta download the a relocalizer program so that I can log on to the EU stuff, so just give me a second.
Yeah, sure.
What country, where do you live?
At the moment I live in like the Midlands of the UK.
Cool.
I'm from London, so
So what time is it over there right now, like 6 or 7 at night?
yeah, it's 6:10 at the moment. Guessing you only like woke up a few hours ago, or maybe just now.
Yeah, about 5 minutes ago. Hold on 1 second. Hello?
Hey, bro.
What do you want?
Nothing much.
What tourney did you say I have to play?
That EP one. EP class, whatever.
How many people are in it?
128.
Yeah, you're gay. Alright, I'll look into it after this, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. I love you.
You're already registered, though.
Fucking asshole.
Dude, I told you about it for like 2 days, and you ignore me every single time.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, I'll look at it when I finish this, alright?
Okay,
Okay. Be careful.
see ya.
Alright, sorry. So what, I take it you play Zerg, right?
Yeah, of course.
What are you rated? Or what league are you in?
Silver at the moment. I mean, I only just got promoted from bronze, so but just recently I haven't been playing that many games. It's just in the last like 2 weeks I've been starting to mass a few games.
Cool. How many, have you played at least 100 games?
Like across team matches and shit like that, I have, yeah.
Okay.
But not in ones. Played about 40 games in ones. Only won half of them as once. Yeah, not too great.
Alright. Oh my god, where did speed go? Alright, I just gotta wait for the guy to log on. Hold on. Sorry. He switched internet
no worries.
connections, I guess. So what matchup is giving you the most problems, or what do you want to go over specifically?
Specifically, probably mech really fucks me up when I'm going versus Terran, but Protoss in general just give me a lot of hassle.
Protoss?
Yeah,
Alright.
especially if they do a lot of early aggression, like 2-gate or 4-gate.
Sure.
I can pretty much just about hold it off with a few spine crawlers and such, but it really puts me behind. So other things I think really fuck me up is knowing when to drone, stuff like that. Like a lot of the time I'll panic and just start massing units, and my economy's in the shit from the early attack.
Okay.
So yeah, just a few new problems really. As far as counters and stuff goes, I know my stuff fairly well with that, so
You what?
like counters and stuff, like I know
Oh.
what counters. So I don't need any crash courses in that. But, yeah.
Alright, you want to tell me what your name and identifier is?
Yeah, I'll just put it in Skype. It's just that 3-digit number, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready for game?
Yeah, sure. not steps of water. Fucking hate this map.
Just gonna put you up a computer first just to see how you kind of play. Is that alright?
Yeah, that's fine.
Was that just 14 pool 16 hatch or whatever?
I think I did 14 hatch as well.
Oh, 14. Okay. Alright.
Oh, jeez. Concentrating very well.
That's fine. You know what just killed those lings?
Probably him moving out.
Our forces are under attack.
Jesus.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack.
All right, that was cool. You said you're in Silver League?
Yeah. But, I don't play that many games. I have been recently, but yeah.
I mean, I think if you played more games, I'm pretty sure you would grow in League. I mean, it seems like you held the game together fairly well for being Silver League. I mean, there were a couple things. I noticed even though you had your Queen's hotkeyed, you wouldn't always use your hotkeys. I don't know if you were clicking the mini map or kind of scrolling through. Another note on hotkeys, you didn't really keep your armies hotkeyd too well. In this situation, it kind of worked, but in a more hectic game, not having all those units hotkeyed could lead to disaster, you know? I'm guessing you mostly lose games in the early part. Like, you feel pretty comfortable once you get to the mid game, but it's those early rushes that really screw you up.
Yeah, I get fucked over by a lot of cheese.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I could give you a replay to look at or something. I just felt like under quite a bit of pressure there, so definitely didn't play it like I usually would. But
well, I mean, I think you played pretty well here. I mean, for being in Silver, like I've coached Platinum kids that would fall apart at the mid game more so than you, and I mean, you took a third and everything. And I think at 1.2 you had like 30 drones at your main and like 2 or like 4 on your expansion. Maybe you could work on reaching an equilibrium between your bases there.
Yeah, it's quite easy to forget about the ones in your main. I find it is anyway. Yeah, I have a lot of problem with scouting as well. Like a lot of the time I'll just be like really absent-minded and be busy macroing or whatever, and then I'll realise I haven't looked to the opponent's base for about 20 minutes and all of a sudden,
Sure.
20 DT sharp and I'm not prepared. Yeah, that kind of shit happens a lot. So yeah, just certain things I need to work on. Don't know if there's anything like you could recommend to.
Well, honestly, I was expecting you to lose that game and to see a whole bunch of really bad like mechanic mistakes that I could help you with. But I mean, like I said, you pretty much rolled that comp. I think it was I set it to hard, so I mean, I guess hard is pretty easy to beat, but not for a Silver player. It shouldn't be. So I mean, I think you did pretty well. I'm trying to think. I can see. I mean, it looks like you have a fairly solid grasp of the mid game. I understand that scouting is kind of a problem, and you got by okay there because you were playing a computer. But I can see where that early game is probably going to hurt you.
Yeah. I think I've done a lot of games where I'll be like 2 basing, 14 hash, 14 pool, or whatever, and I'll either then go into focusing too heavily into drones, or not being prepared for an early attack, or complete opposite where I like see something happen, I expect an early attack, waste all my larvae on units, and then nothing comes, and then I'm kind of back to square one where my economy's totally crap, and then when I go into mid game, it's pretty one-sided.
Here's what I like to do for handling Protoss. Especially those early rushes. I'm going to tell you something that I don't follow all the time, but I should, okay? There are pretty much 2 standard openings that Protoss will do. You've got, 2. You've got 4-gate all-in, okay, which when you get to higher leagues you don't actually see as much, but I'm guessing you probably see it quite a bit right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
You've got 4-gate all-in, and then you've got 3-gate Expo. The 3-gate Expo can actually produce enough units to kill you if you're not careful. So I mean, you have to watch out for both of those. And then you've got other odd variants like DT rushing, Void Ray rushing, 2-gate openings. But right now the main 2 you're going to see are 4-gate and 3-gate Expo. What I like to do is I pretty much use more or less the same build that you do. I think I have 14 pool, 16 hatch, or whatever I'm feeling at the time. What I like to do is once I get to about 22 supply in drones, all I do is I make exclusively Zergling, okay?
Okay.
I make exclusively Zergling until I know the Protoss is not going to rush me. So that means constantly scouting his front. You know, if I see an expansion going down, obviously he's not going to rush me. So there are two things to this exclusive Zergling thing. Okay, one, if he's four-gating you. And you build a spine crawler or two, and you see that, if you've been making only Zerglings, you should be able to hold it off pretty well. If you hold off a 4-gate, you pretty much win. If the Protoss 4-gate unit fails, he's fucked, you know?
Yeah.
Option 2, though, is where you might run into problems, where he actually 3-gate expanded, so now you've made a whole bunch of lings that aren't serving you any purpose, right?
Yep.
In that situation, I would take the lings and pressure the expansion while producing exclusively drones at your main base. If you've made only Zergling from like 21 to 22 supply, if you're making only Zergling in the Protoss 3-gate expos, there are chances where if his army comp is bad or he fucks up his micro, you can actually kill the Protoss outright for expanding. That's one scenario. Option 2 is you can actually harass him so much that he'll throw down a forge or start making cannons, or start building out buildings to defend. What'll happen is it'll cause the Protoss to play super safe, and he'll start wasting money on defenses. So the money that you wasted on drones, he's now wasting on defenses. So it kind of equals out the playing field. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
It'll also make him scared to move out when he's ready to push, because he knows that you've got map control with those lings. He's scared that as soon as he moves out, you're going to bring those lings into his expansion and fuck all his drones up, you know?
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright.
Okay.
So, alright, you ready?
Yeah, let's go for it. That's the early expansion, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, sometime at around like 18 supply, I also throw up that gas too. Getting link speed is very important.
Do you usually get gas before pool or?
No, never.
Share?
I get, like I said, I get my gas. Usually it's like after I start my queen.
Okay, fair enough. By the way, at what point do you usually send out a drone scout?
Usually I do it at about 10.
Okay.
Our drones are under attack.
Wouldn't hurt right now to just have all of your drones rally to that expansion base.
Okay.
Also, right at about now is when I would start pretty much just making circling. I wouldn't throw down a spine crawler just yet. Cool.
Oh, phew.
And the
So
reason
just,
I wouldn't is because, say he's doing that 3-gate expo, the build you're doing is hyper aggressive, very aggressive. So there's no reason for you to have any money poured into static defense. If you do a super aggressive build and the enemy's knocking on your front door, then you've probably fucked something up pretty bad. Scouting is very important, though. I would have lings on the watchtowers, at least. Probably a ling at the front of his door.
You did say just make links, didn't you? What did you say?
Just make lings exclusively right now until you know what he's doing. Is he expanding? Is he 4-gating?
Our forces are under attack.
What is that? Get into the habit of hitting spacebar anytime you hear a warning message.
Yep. Didn't realize you could do that until like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get
So
used to,
bad.
but it's super helpful. You're floating a lot of minerals that you could be spending on stuff.
Our forces are under attack.
What's that? Spacebar.
Our forces
What's
are
that?
under
Spacebar. Okay, hey, so that's early play. Probably gonna want to bring those lings back to your base at that watchtower.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Our drones are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Alright, we're doing it again.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep, let's go.
As soon as any lings come out of your hatcheries, hotkey them. I wasn't paying attention to your hotkeys last game. Sorry, that's kind of my bad. But I noticed as soon as I told you to pull those lings from the watchtower, I checked down and you didn't have them hotkeyed. So having to scroll all the way back to those watchtowers to pull those lings back kind of hurts. Little things like that hurt.
Yeah.
Just to kind of reinforce timings and getting comfortable with your build, you should probably work on standardizing your opening too. Notice last game you kind of 13 hatched, this game you 13 pooled.
Yeah.
You also want to get those queens started as soon as possible. So the earlier you get queens, the more it'll help you keep that money down. So instead of having, 300 minerals, you can have more zergling or something.
So just Zerglings now.
Yep. So you know what he's doing. Scout with those lings, get him on a watchtower, get him one in front of his base. And from now on, I'd start that speed upgrade soon too.
Shit.
And from now on, any lings that come out, throw them on your hotkey group number 1, so you've got control of them at all times. I'd equalize the drones between your main and your expo too. I'd take just 6 and throw them down there since you're not going to be making any more for a little bit.
Our forces
What is that? Spacebar. Cool. So continue to produce lings. Since you know he's going to be aggressive, it wouldn't hurt you right now to throw down one spine crawler.
Okay.
Looks like he's marching to your base. Is that overlord going to be okay?
Will be, hopefully.
Get all those lings hotkeyed together.
Our forces are under attack.
Since you see he's heavy on zealots, I wouldn't hesitate to throw down. Whoa! Why did you stop fighting?
Too many zealots wanted to fight near the...
Keep making lings. Keep making lings. Control, control, control. Oh man, you're killing me. You're hold on, pull back, pull back. Oh no! That queen's gonna die too. That's not good.
Oh man. So many zealots.
I wouldn't hesitate to start a second spine crawl if you scout that heavy in a zealot army comp.
Okay.
Get those lings all in a hotkey group. Alright, run it again.
Are under attack.
If you ever start a fight with your units and they're at like half health like that, don't pull them back. Like just fight it out. Because what happens is he's gonna drain your HP to half. You're gonna drain his HP to half. He's gonna sit back and recover all of it via shields, and your units are still gonna be heavily damaged. So it's like a complete waste of your time. You know. When you first surrounded those zealots with your lings, I think you could have either won there or at least came out even.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid.
if you can trade lings for his units in fairly even amounts, like if you've got 30 lings and he's got 10 units, and you lose all of your lings, but he's only got 2 units left, it works out in your favor for 2 reasons. 1, because you're mining an expansion, you can afford to lose a little bit more than he can, and 2, because a critical mass of Protoss units is way more devastating than a critical mass of Zerg units, because the more units, like the smaller the number of units you both have, the easier it is for your lings to surround his units. The greater number of units you both have, the more lings you're just going to have circling the outside, while his Protoss ball just kind of rapes everything you have. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully get it this time. Jeez.
So I mean, hotkeys, control. If you scout that all incoming, man, don't be scared to throw up 2 or 3 spine crawlers. Like I said, if he's 4-gating you and you defend it, you win. But what I don't want you to do is get into the habit of setting up 3 spine crawlers without having scouted that, because what's going to happen if you 3-gate expos and you make a bunch of lings and you've wasted money on spine crawlers, you're not going to have enough lings to pressure him, so you're going to be very, very, very far behind in drone count. Alright?
Yeah.
Try just doing a 14 pool 16 hatch for your build, just to kind of. Starting to float money again. Careful. See that on your mini map?
Yeah. Proxy.
I would throw down 2 spines right now, and continue to produce lings. Get those lings that you've got out hotkeyed right now too. You want to be able to control everything that comes out, especially when he starts to 4-gate you, because if lings get pulled away, you're in big trouble if you start losing lings. I get that ling speed started too, and just pull your drones off gas and have them mine minerals.
Yep.
Keep up with those injections too. I get those queens hotkeyed. Kind of a strategical decision here. Even though you scouted both proxy pylons, I would let them up and I would let him try and 4-gate you, since you're pretty much preparing for it. I mean, if he 4-gates you and fails, you win. So I mean, just saying.
Yep.
Get an overlord started too. Get those queens hotkeyed.
Our forces
What's going on?
under attack.
Oh, why did you pull back?
Didn't did I?
Get that queen out of there.
She just fires well. Jesus.
Keep injecting. Where do you rally to right now? Normally, I wouldn't suggest being this aggressive with your lings just because you made those spine crawlers. You want to give them a chance to kind of do something. But I mean, right now, you've killed enough of his units. Dude, I would take those lings, just go to his main base. Just go to his main base. If he's still warping in units out there and you can get those links to his main base, you can cause a lot of damage. Have all your new links just rallied at your expansion so you're still playing kind of safe. But I mean, you've got 3 spines up and you've killed all of his units like twice now. So I would get those links hotkey too. There you go.
Our forces are under
What's going on? Cool. I would get all of those links together. Hold down control and select all those links and then push shift 1 and it'll add them. Yeah, whatever. That works. You know what I was just about to say? Do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Keep making links. Kind of floating a lot of money again. Alright, if the Protoss is 4-getting you and you've the Protoss is 4-getting you and you hold off like 1 or like 2 to 3 waves of enemies, like I mean you've pretty much won the game.
are under attack.
Oh shit. Okay.
So at this point you're not gonna be able to break them. I would just continue to produce drones. I like to use mutiling. You could tech mutiling if you want. If you want to use roaches or hydras, you could do that too. Just don't let them expand. It shouldn't be too hard in this position. And I mean that's pretty much it. Watch out for any tricky tech. Put 3 drones back on gas and start to layer up so you don't get caught off guard by like DT or something. Although if he is going to rush any kind of tech like that, it's going to take him a while because he just failed to 4-gate. I'm assuming he put all of his resources into 4-getting you. What's going on? Okay, cool.
Is that stalk on the high grounds?
Possible. Stalker sentry. I'd start a lair now if I were you. Get all those links hotkeyed. Cool. I'd also get that second queen on a hotkey. Get used to just running your units around the map and being able to double tap 5 and 6 to inject your hatcheries, just to give you more control. I'd also check his expansion. There's no excuse for letting him expand. He shouldn't be able to do it because you've got a superior army and a superior economy and more tech. Oh, it looks like he's going to try and all-in you again. I would leave those links right there. Wait till he attacks and then attack with him, unless he sees them. Oh, he sees them. I would be careful. I think you overproduce links right now. I would have made just half drones and half halflings. I mean, you've got 3 spine crawlers. I think you'll be able to take that push out with ease. But keep his expansion scouted. He might be trying to pressure you so that you're too scared to pressure him. Does that make sense?
Yep.
That Ling you just sent is going to run straight into his army and die.
Our forces
Oh,
are
never
under
mind.
attack.
Oh, no, yeah. No, you got it. Huh.
No. Fucking void rays.
Our forces are under attack.
Be very careful with your queen. You gotta watch your queens. If you lose your queens, this could be really bad. Attack with all your lings. Oh boy. Kill all those ground units. As soon as your mutas hatch, you should be able to do this. I would really focus on those stalkers so that your mutas can win. Start making them. Inject on that queen ASAP, ASAP, ASAP. I would rally your Mutalisks onto the Void Ray. Rally your Mutas onto that Void Ray. But don't let them die at that expansion of those Stalkers. Can't afford to lose any Mutas. Not this early when, watch those Lings too. I would make another Queen right now too. I would pull all your drones to defend this if he attacks into those spine crawlers. Pull all your drones if he attacks into it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Okay, careful, careful. At least kill the Void Ray with your queen. That'll make me happy. Okay, there you go.
Still win.
I like the optimism. Doing it again. Okay, so looking at it from a strategical standpoint, put yourself in the Protoss's position, okay? The Protoss has just 4-gated you, and it failed. And you've got an expansion running. That means that the Protoss is extremely behind. So he has 2 options at that point. He can either well, 3 options. He can either try and expand and play a legitimate game, but in doing this, he knows he's very, very, very far behind. So he's counting on you making big mistakes or fucking up a lot. It's very, very rare that somebody will go that route, because if both players are of equal skill, 99% of the time you will lose. Did you see the Idra versus Jinro games?
Yeah.
Did you see the one where Idra left right after the bunker?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Idra's reasoning behind there. If both players are of equal skill and one gets super far behind early game, there's no fucking way that you can catch up and win. So it's very rare that people will go that route. The second route is he will save up a big army in his base and then just try and move you to kill you, okay?
Yep.
So in that situation, all you have to do, since you've got a superior army and economy, you just have to keep him scouted. When he moves out, you've already got all the spine crawlers down. Just mass produce links and you should be able to survive it, no problem, and that's game right there. After he moves out with that, he will leave the game after that attack fails. The third possibility, instead of moving you with a big army, it's kind of along the same vein. It's to try and catch you off guard with some kind of tricky tech rush. In terms of being Protoss, it would be either Void Rays or DT. So there are 3 choices. If you have the Protoss scouted and you see him try to expand, he's just going to try and catch up by playing from behind. If you see him massing units on his ramp, then he's either saving up a big attack or he is trying to switch to some tricky tech. In either case, you should have him covered all three ways. You just need to be prepared for it. If you see him not expanding, then you need to know that something big is coming your way. Either some kind of strange tech rush like Void Rays, what we saw there, or a big like saving up units. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna play this one more time. I believe you can win him this time. All right. I like this. I think this is actually a really, really, really good exercise for a couple of reasons. One, it forces you to scout. And two, it forces you to play based on the information that you scout. If you see that he's expanding or foregating, how you play is very, very different. One is much more drone heavy, and one involves lings and spine crawlers. I also like it because it's very it's pretty micro intensive without requiring crazy micro. Like it's control intensive. You have to have good control over your units at all times. You can't just let lings wander off and die, and you have to keep up on your injects. So this little exercise of surviving foregates actually reinforces or kind of helps you practice a lot of different fundamental skills, which is pretty good. And I mean, honestly, like I said, I wouldn't say that this guy is steamrolling you every game. Maybe the first game was pretty bad, but do you feel like you're playing like this guy isn't necessarily out of your ability to beat?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Give it one more game. See what happens.
I think you can beat this guy. I don't think he's totally out of your league. But this guy is a mid-plat player. He's a 1,000 rated platinum. So I mean, you're playing as a silver player right now. So I mean, I think you're doing pretty well.
Yeah, usually I practice against a mid-plat Terran player. That just makes me want to tear my fucking hair out. So.
Yeah, that can be totally different. Last game, man, you had that game. If you would have had made like a third queen, or if that lair would have been up a little bit early and those mutas would have been out, I think you would have steamrolled them pretty easy. I'd get that drone scout out there.